In today's video, I am going to give you some products that may help you combat that dry, itchy skin that many of us are experiencing, especially now that there's this cold front coming through much of the country. Hey everyone, this is Lisa. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lisa Monique, where we cover all things lifestyle and beauty for the over 50 woman. So we are experiencing extreme cold front, and I am slathering on extra products to try and keep my skin from getting too dry and tight. And so I wanted to talk about some of the products that I have been experimenting and using to help with this extremely cold and extremely drying weather. Now, these are not my daytime and my nighttime moisturizer. My longtime viewers know I use the cheapest daytime moisturizer out there, I think, and the most expensive, or one of the most expensive nighttime moisturizers. My daytime moisturizer is e.l.f. Holy Hydration. My nighttime moisturizer is La Mer, the original. And I've been using both of those for years. I've tried other things. I always go back. In general, that is the most effective for my skin day to day. But when we hit some extreme weather, I am getting a little bit more extreme dry skin. So I'm not going to talk about specific moisturizer to use, but additional products that you can use to help your skin look less dry. So as far as cleansing, I went back to, I was using the Dermatology Essential Cleanser, which I really like. I feel like it does a really good job getting off my makeup and getting my skin real clear. But before I switched to the Essential Cleanser, I used for years the Colleen's Rothschild Radiant Cleansing Balm, and I have gone back to this balm. I almost don't want to show you because this was an older, like I actually had it unopened under my sink, so it probably had been there over a year, and it got kind of, I don't know, I had to stir it up, but it got kind of lumpy. But normally it's kind of a smooth cleansing balm, and they come with a linen cloth, but I just rub it on my skin, massage it in, it turns into an oil, and then I rinse it off using the cloth. I use it on my eyes to remove my eye makeup, and I feel like it's really moisturizing. It leaves my skin really soft. Also, I used to use the Confidence in a Cleanser. This also leaves your skin feeling really soft and moisturized when you finish. So I do really like these if you like to wash your face and splash them with water to get all the makeup off and everything like that. My daughter, who has drier skin than I do all the time, she likes the Cetaphil Daily Facial Cleanser. And so we have this here, so when she comes to visit, we have her facial cleanser here. I do like to rinse my face to cleanse, but if you like tissue off, the Embryolisse, I still think are great tissue off. The La Creme Concentrate, which is my makeup primer, is also a tissue off cleanser. And then they also have their cleansing milk. And this is really good for taking off waterproof makeup also. And it, again, leaves your skin really soft. I do sometimes feel like I just need a little bit of micellar water on a pad to rub over my face after I use just a cream cleanser just to get that excess product off my face. But again, switching up your cleanser may help you with some of the dry skin if you're experiencing that. Now, before I apply my makeup, when my skin is feeling a little more tight or dry, I prefer products that leave a little bit of glow on them, because I feel like that little bit of glow helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It makes your skin look healthier and dewier, and it just feels less tight. So a couple products that I love to use, the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Toner. This one is really fun. And of course, any extra serum that you might put on, maybe a moisturizing serum or even an oil, just in those drier areas, those can help moisturize your skin and keep it soft. But I'm going to use the Glow Toner this morning, and I just put a little bit and pat it on. And I do like how it just makes my skin, it makes my skin feel soft and smooth. A couple other products, these are e.l.f. products, both of them actually, because I didn't want to do all Charlotte Tilbury, but you can also put a primer with a little bit of glow, like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, again as a primer, a kind of a glow primer, also will help your skin feel a little bit moisturized and look less tight if your skin is getting tight. I also just discovered the e.l.f. Whoa Glow sunscreen and makeup primer, and it also is really moisturizing and has just enough glow, again, to prevent anything from looking a little tight. So here's my skin after just the toner, which I feel looks really nice. I do the toner and then I would do the primer. So I am going to use the e.l.f. Whoa Glow primer and sunscreen. And I think you can see just how healthy and moisturized it can make your skin look. So it's not that I don't like my other moisturizing primers, but I like them to leave just that little bit of glow because, again, I think it just helps my skin from looking dry when it is very cold outside. As far as the under eyes, I'm not using a whole lot of concealers right now under my eyes. If I had to use one, I would definitely use a moisturizing concealer. There's so many hydrating concealers out there right now, but I'm going to talk about what I would use underneath the concealer. I went back and started using my Beauty Pie Luminizer. This is a medium deep. It's got a little bit, you can see that same little bit of shimmer, which not only keeps everything really moisturized, and also can color correct, but adds a little bit of glow. NARS, they have their Impossible Dream, which I feel is similar with a little bit of glow. You can see, I feel like they're very, very similar going on. But again, just adding that extra bit of glow under the eyes. Then if you do need to go over it with a more concealing concealer, it is still going to make it look more luminous. The key with the concealers and when you're layering stuff under the eyes, especially if you have some fine lines and everything like that, is to keep it light. And so I'm going to just kind of tap off any excess with a sponge, because if you have too much product, you know that I've got a filter, or the primer, and then I've got the under eye brightener, and then I'm going to add a concealer. I mean, that's a lot of product, and the product can just slide on top of each other, and that's what sometimes shifts into those fine lines. And again, when it's drier out, you might have a few more lines, visible fine lines. So we're trying to eliminate that. So I will remove the excess, but I still look like I have very dewy skin. And then I go on with my makeup. And today I think I'm just going to use what I've been using for the last 6 weeks, the RMS Beauty foundation. I've just been putting it on with my fingers. Tap it lightly under my eyes because I really don't need a lot of coverage under the eyes. I just want it to match. Okay, so this is my base layer, and I think it looks nice and healthy and moisturized, and it feels good even in the drier temperatures. Okay, I'm just going to finish up my face really quick. I'm just going to add, again, I've been really loving the RMS. I mean, I've done so many videos on it, but when I'm doing things personal, this is what I'm reaching for. I bought a new number 17 rougher brush. They were having the holiday sales, and if this is not on sale now at refer.com, they always have sales. So, just wait in the next sale. You can pick one up if it's not in the concept store. But I have been using my Refer number 17. This was an original one that I got almost 4 years ago. You can see it's a little more spread out. Same brush, different ferrule. They went to all black now. But it's been my favorite blush brush for more like cream, and the RMS blush is a gel to powder finish. I just think it's so easy to apply your makeup. Okay, so let's continue to talk about the lips, the dry lips. Okay, so I'm still City Lips fan. I have a bajillion of them. I put them over my lipstick, which is why this is a clear, but it is pink because I always put it over my lipstick. I also did like Physicians Formula has the Bigger Than Beauty skincare, and they had, I don't know if these were special or not. They had a peppermint and a gingerbread kind of smelling clear lip gloss. It feels more like a lip oil, and the peppermint is not tingly or anything like that. But these are, it's a nice lip oil. Sometimes if I'm not around my clear gloss, I will use this during the day. And it feels nice. It doesn't stay on as long. I have to reapply more often. Of course, I still love the City Lips Night Oil. This also doesn't stay on as long as like a goopier type gloss. RMS has a lip light, or they call them lip nights. And so this is their kind of nighttime treatment. I use it during the day too, though. That's what I use today. It's thick, almost Vaseline feeling, but it stays on. And then also, I wonder if they have these in clear, but the Revlon, the gloss, I reach for this a lot, even if the color doesn't go with what I am wearing, because again, during the day when I'm just around the house and I feel like my lips need something on them, this stays on a long time too. So it's just they're super lustrous, the gloss. This shade is Rosy and 260, but if they have a clear, you could even try that. But I like to keep something on my lips. One thing I've noticed now that I'm 57 and a half, my lip lines are finally getting a little more pronounced, that when I just use lipstick, or if I just line my lips with a lip pencil, I'm starting to feel that it's getting fuzzy. Like I'm starting to feel like these lip lines right up here are getting more pronounced. That's why I do like glosses, because you can kind of go over the edge and it blurs it a little bit. But I have pulled out, and now I just really realize how wonderful this product is. The Trini London Miracle Blur. And it is miraculous filling out those lip lines right before I put on my lipstick. I mean, this is not like all day lasting as your lipstick wears off. This is going to wear off also, but it's small enough you can toss in your purse. But let me take this gloss off, because it is kind of hiding my lines. I don't know, can you see the lines? I don't know what you're going to be able to see. And I apply this over my makeup at the lip. It fills them in, and then I can put on any colored lipstick, and it does not slide into the lines, or it doesn't look feathery on the edges. I can go right up to the edge. I can go over the edge. Look at that. But when I used this before, when I used to talk about this product before, whoops, I was using it on my pores, and it just kind of smoothed out the pores right here and mattified it just a little bit. It was really pretty, and that's how I was using it. And I didn't really need to use it on my lips as much. But now I'm noticing when I'm just trying to wear regular lipstick, I do need something to kind of fill in those fine lines. So this is Trini London. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I bought these two on my own. Okay, so one thing that I forgot to mention when I was talking about moisturizing your skin, and how I just use my regular products. What if it's not enough, right? It works for you almost all the time. You don't really want a heavier product because you're afraid it's going to make your skin break out if you use it, consistently. But you just need a little something, something, to get you through the next couple of really cold days. I have found two things that have been working for me. One of them is a big surprise. The first one is just using a face oil on top of my moisturizer. So during the day, after I put on my Holy Hydration, I might take just a little bit and put it right here because this is the area that gets tight on me. I don't put it all over my face. This area doesn't get really tight, but I would just kind of tap it on here. And of course, I put on my moisturizer when I get out of the shower. And so by the time, an hour later when I might be getting ready to apply my makeup, that oil is fully absorbed by my skin. It's nice and soft. At nighttime, you could also just put a little bit of oil on top of your nighttime moisturizer just to kind of give it that extra oomph. The other product that I have been putting on top of my moisturized skin, not as a makeup product. I haven't really used this before I go out because it does make my hair stick to my face. Actually, the oil makes my hair stick to my face too. So I kind of use those when I'm around the house. But I have pulled out my Miracle Balm that I did not like at all. This is the flushed one. And instead of just using it as the blush, because I did like this as a little bit of a blush flush, I have been putting it in a wider area on my face to do that extra moisturizer, that extra moisture, which a lot of people really like the Miracle Balm for their dry skin. My skin is normally not so dry that I enjoyed the way this feels on the skin, but during this extra cold period, it is an extra layer of protection. And then finally for the hands, my hands have been getting really dry. I've tried tons of different hand creams. Colleen Rothschild does have a nice hand cream that I do like, day to day. But when my hands are extra dry, I found the O'Keeffe's Working Hand works really, really good, especially when I was doing a lot of gardening and everything like that. But even now, it's by the kitchen sink. So when I'm done doing the dishes, I will apply some of this on my hands to keep them soft. And then my husband, of course, has really, really dry hands, and he gets his fingers split and everything, and it's just awful. And he, would sleep with Aquaphor on his hands and white cotton gloves, and, he'd slathering on Working Hands. But he did get a prescription ointment, and it is prescription only. It's called clobetasol. I don't know. I'm going to put it right here. So he puts this on at night and again does sleep with the gloves when it's really cold and everything like this because the cracked fingers are absolutely miserable, and this does work the best over the Aquaphor or any of the other finger treatments. So if you are really, really suffering, you might ask your doctor to get you a prescription. Let me know down below what your favorite products are to combat this really dry, cold weather, and we will see you next time.